Welcome to Monday Morning Quarterback. I am your host, Ryan Oliver, and today I am joined by one of Texas's rising stars at the quarterback position, 2025 quarterback, Kelden Ryan. Kelden, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good. Kelden, it's a pleasure to actually meet you face to face. It's a pleasure to talk to you. I've been following your game since you were in seventh grade. You were number 14 on our Elite 101 here at Youth One when you were an eighth grader. You've continued to just kind of skyrocket from there. You're going to be on our freshman 450 that's coming out soon. So I'm breaking that news to you now. That highlights the best freshman athletes in the country. So no surprise you're on that list. I want to start with that. What did it feel like to be ranked as the 14th athlete in your class as an eighth grader? And that's kind of, you kind of catapulted. You're starting as a freshman on varsity. Tell me a little bit about just your journey, your ascension, how it felt to be recognized for your talents as an eighth grader.
It feels good. You put a lot of work in during the off season. You just grind to get a little bit of recognition, but at the same time, you don't want to focus on it too much.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know that you're the humble type of guy. You're just gonna keep working, keep grinding. Tell me a little bit about what it's been like for you. Is your journey to high school and now starting on your varsity team. Tell me who you play for and kind of what that's been like for you.
Well, at first I played for Keller Central High School, and it's been a lot of big differences going from middle school to high school. Like the weights, I have good coaches that help me get stronger and faster, and just overall play faster every day.
So tell me a little bit about your height and your weight now. I see you're 6'2", about 185. Is that correct?
Yeah,
So I feel like when I first saw you, you were definitely a smaller quarterback, and you really, it seems like you've grown in the past year or so. Is that the case?
yeah.
Yeah. So that's awesome. How do you feel like your size has made an impact on your ability to get the ball down the field? Has it helped?
Yeah, it's helped. It's also helped me, stand in the pocket and take a couple hits because these guys are a lot bigger now.
Yeah, no, for sure. I remember when I was doing the Elite 101 for your class, and I kind of do write little tidbits about the athletes. And I wrote that you were a very mobile quarterback with a lot of arm strength, and that you had the ability to extend the play and make plays not only with your feet but with your arm. Do you feel like that's an accurate description of your game? And if you could put it in your own words, what would you say?
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty accurate. I'm working on becoming more of a pocket passer. I'm trying to limit the running.
Yeah, and that's definitely going to come with time. I feel like with younger quarterbacks, you oftentimes rely on your athleticism, and you're, a really talented just athlete in general, but that doesn't diminish your arm talent. You know what I mean? And so you're going to become more polished as you keep going. I want you to tell me a little bit about the adjustments you made to your game entering your freshman year. What did you work on this past off season to take to your your freshman season?
Well, for starters, you have to get on the weights because these guys are bigger. And you just gotta work, you gotta work on your knowledge. You gotta get smarter because windows close faster in this level.
Yeah, is there anything that you would credit, maybe a certain training regimen, maybe a trainer or something in particular to helping your game grow over recent years?
My quarterback coach for Central, Coach Hall, he's helped me develop a lot since I first got here in the summer.
Well, shout out, coach. He's doing some great work with you because the results are showing for themselves. Kelden, for someone that hasn't seen you play, what can they expect to see if they came to a game where Kelden Ryan is the quarterback?
Expect a lot of flashy Lamar Jackson type stuff. I can run the ball, but I can still throw it downfield as well.
Oh, okay. Now Lamar Jackson type stuff. Now that's a high bar. You confident in that?
Yeah.
Nah, I like that. I love the confidence. Lamar Jackson is an exciting young quarterback, and you're an exciting young quarterback too. So, what attributes would you say you bring to your locker room? Like, what would for your teammates? What kind of leader are you?
I try to stay positive and lead by example. Nobody just constantly yelling at them and all that stuff. So I just try to stay positive.
Yeah, I like that. I feel like, now correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you're the lead by example type. Like you're gonna stay after practice, do what you gotta do, work hard, all that type of stuff, and hope your teammates can kind of follow that lead. I get that vibe from you. So I think that's great for young quarterbacks. All the rah-rah stuff is cool, but like you're saying, people don't want you yelling at them the whole time. Sometimes you just got to kind of show them with your actions. I want you to tell me what it's been like. I know we mentioned it before, but starting on varsity as a freshman, that's not something you always see, especially at the quarterback position. Has that been a challenge for you? And has the challenge been kind of what you expected, or has it been even more challenging than you expected?
It's definitely a challenge. I expected it to be a challenge, but it's a little tougher than I thought it would be.
What would you say is the toughest thing? Is it the window, like you mentioned, the windows of like the throwing windows are smaller, or is it the physicality? What would you say is the toughest thing?
The toughest part will probably be like just the overall speed of the game is just so much faster from last year when I was in middle school.
Yeah, I definitely could see that being the biggest adjustment. I feel like that's always what like people say when they're adjusting from like the college to the pros is they're like, I was really good at the college level, but the speed of the game is just so much different when you're playing against like, linebackers who are as fast as the the fastest running back,
Yeah.
that type of thing. So that totally makes sense. Kelden, I know you're putting in work to constantly evolve your game, constantly work, constantly progress. Is there an area of your game that you've identified that you're like, okay, I could get a little bit better here to take my game to the next level? And if so, what is that area?
Definitely anticipation. I just got to work on getting the ball out faster every day.
Yeah, okay, of course. What would you say your strengths are in your own words? If you just kind of had to bullet point a few words, what would you say your strengths are?
Um, I feel like I'm a very accurate passer. Like I feel like I don't miss a lot of throws.
Okay, well, there you go. Accurate, and not to mention the leg talent. I know you're trying to focus on the pocket passing, but the leg talent is definitely a thing. So I don't want to sell you short on that.
Yeah.
Well, Kelden, it's been a pleasure to get to know you. I ask every athlete I interview for the first time this tough question. What is in your headphones before a big game?
I always listen to NBA YoungBoy. That's my dog.
Okay, so Kelden, let me tell you, I need to like keep a tally because Lil Baby and NBA YoungBoy are like got y'all's generation on lock because that's every answer. Like I'm surprised when I get something different. Like every now and then I'll get a Drake or a J. Cole or somebody else, but it's always Young Boy or Lil Baby. So what is it about? I gotta ask you, what is it about Young Boy that just gets you in the right zone before that big game?
I don't know. It's just the energy he brings when he gets on that beat.
I hear you. Have you checked out his latest album?
Yeah, I listen to it.
Is it good? Should I check it out?
It's not his best work, but I like it.
Okay. I like a honest answer. I haven't got around to listening to it. My nephew who is 18 is like a huge NBA YoungBoy fan. Like, yeah, and I'm just not as into him as, but I'm almost 30, so I guess I'm a little older. Kelden, I really appreciate your time. It's been a pleasure getting to know you. Is there anything else people should know about Kelden Ryan that they may not know?
No, not really.
Well, what they should know is that he's a Lamar Jackson type playmaker, and if you come to watch him on a Friday or Saturday or whenever his games are, he's going to show out for you guys. This is 2025 quarterback Kelden Ryan. Kelden, thanks for joining me, man.